It's okay. Stanley is not there today. Huh? गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपते नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम। We'll chant from Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmani Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane page 25 श्लोक नंबर 53। इत्थं वाक्यैस्तदर्थ अनुसन्धानं श्रवणं भवेत्। श्रवणं भवेत् युक्त्या संभावितत्व अनुसन्धानं मननन्तु तत्। ताभ्यां निर्विचिकित्से अर्थे ताभ्यां निर्विचिकित्से अर्थे चेतसस्थापितस्य यत् एकतानत्वमेतद्धि निदिध्यासनमुच्यते ताभ्यां निर्विचिकित्स्यर्थे You made it. You? ताभ्यां निर्विचिकित्स्यर्थे चेतस्थापितस्य यत् एकतानत्वमेतद्धि निदिध्यासनमुच्यते निदिध्यासनमुच्यते. We were seeing the trouble or the problem of jiva is not a situation, but his inability to know the self as beyond any limitation. This inability to know the self beyond limitation, although the self is there, is mentioned as pratibandh, and that pratibandh, to remove that pratibandh, Vedanta Swami had taken us to avastha traya vivek. If you remember, ya sharira traya vivek, that I am beyond the three avastha or three states, or I am beyond the three bodies. And the method adopted was by Anvaya and Vyatirik. Very big conclusion was there, and that portion was called Shravanam. That portion was called Shravanam. Why? Because if you experience, always we have relative experience. I am this. This is a worldly thing. It can be body, it can be mind. Body, mind, samskar, they are all worldly. Worldly means mic. So our introduction is through Maya. And when you define yourself through Maya, then you will always struggle to find this introduction, because Maya's introduction goes away. With non-existence, I am defining myself. So, I discovered myself that these three states are like the three goggles on me, three glasses upon me. On the consciousness, there are three goggles called waking, dream, and deep sleep. Actually, in Srimad Bhagavatam, I think that comes in 11th canto, it is written that these waking, dream, and deep sleep are three vrittis only. There are three thoughts. Bas, aisa likha hai. There are three vrittis, like, and with that, conditioned by the three vritti, I see myself as totally different. Like I put on blue goggles, the world appears blue. Red goggles, world appears red. Black goggles, world appears black. So as is my goggle, it projects something. Always there is a trio of knower, known knowledge with respect to me. Actually, I am beyond all trios. I am of the nature of consciousness without object. It is not a consciousness which is a knower and known, or a consciousness which is known. It's in that consciousness, this trio of knower, knowledge, known is coming and going, like on the anvil, the one who is the blacksmith, lot of things are given shape, but that anvil is as it is. So this was the Shravanam portion, and there are 2-3 verses where Mananam was taken, if you remember. Only but still I am same. If you are same, still it is shame. Now what to do though? Now next 9 verses are all Nididhyasan from 54th verse. Very interesting portion is there. You know what is Nididhyasan, although you have heard it umpteen times. What is Nididhyasan? Nididhyasan is required when the knowledge that has been heard is non-implementable for me. There is that knowledge is not available at will to solve my sorrows. As far as myself is concerned, I see the world as real and me as finite. Atmani parichinna buddhi jagati purnattu buddhi. On the world is the sense of completeness, and on me is the sense of incompleteness. Although I have understood that 3 avasthas are there and I am beyond all limitation. Then why you are not understanding? No, I must understanding, but I can't stand under it. When you have a knowledge, but knowledge is not wisdom, you need Nididhyasan. You have a firm knowledge, no doubt. And you have done Manan also. That I am not the body, or I am not the doer, or I am not the enjoyer, I am not relative, I am not the one who can be attached. Because consciousness cannot have any part, and therefore, how can the partless attached with something? Like the space is not attached to water or fire. Similarly, I am subtler than the space. There is no attachment possible in me. How can I have ahankar? Because ahankar is a shape which wants something from someone. I don't have anybody other than me to show. Now how can I have ahankar? So you have reflected well on these lines. Remember one thing, Panchadashi is a very important text to show how to reflect. So more than Shravanam, this text is meant for Mananam. For Shravanam is the Upanishads, and for Mananam is the Prakarana Granth like Panchadashi. Then what shall I do? I think knowledge still has not gone deep into your psyche, and it has not uprooted the wrong notions of I, of world, of yourself, of your understanding. What you have heard, please be careful. When you consciously, deliberately, exclusively take time to repeat what you have heard, to whom? To me only. I repeat to myself. And I repeat not muttering or not just cramming and repeating. I repeat with logic and understanding to me. Then that portion, at exclusion of all other issues, that is called general meditation. It can be, you can take book also, you can take notes also, you can take You can listen also. Even you can, talking also can be nididhyasana. General. Because talking should not be for others. Talking is your own soul searching. Talking is a soul searching. One of the best ways to talk to yourself is to talk. But not for others, I'm repeating it. Moment talking is for others, you will become ahankari. Talk and ahankar are very good friend. Because talk will give you credibility. People will praise you. But if I am talking to my Gurudev used to say, your higher mind is talking to your lower mind. So you are, used to say it's a loud introspection. So when you do soul searching, and consciously you do that, and you repeat it in your own mind, please note it. Nobody knows outside what you are doing. But inside you are training yourself. So the reactionary I, the sufferer or enjoyer or doer I, and this consciousness I, more you can explain to this self that I am not this, and more you can reduce the gap between the two. To that extent, your nididhyasana is good. Although I was sad at 5 o'clock, but at 5:30 I become fine because I brought that thought in me. That sadness, I am the drishta of the sadness. Or I was very happy, then I was the drishta of the happiness. This, like the animal, whatever it has eaten, it brings back to its mouth and masticates. Similarly, I am bringing the knowledge that I had heard from my teacher again and again on my mind, and using that knowledge to solve my anxiety or my sorrow or my passion or my anger. I am using that knowledge to solve all my emotional issues. This is called nididhyasana. Well, is it, I have to sit down? Need not sit down. There are two kinds of nididhyasana. One is called brahmabhyas, other is called samadhyabhyas. So brahmabhyas is everywhere. Samadhyabhyas is by sitting. I had told this and this will come here also. I hope this is clear. Meditation is a must because if you don't meditate, the deeper impressions of your mind, please note one thing, one very big thing in human mind is it can erase the earlier impression and it can develop new impression. It sounds very tall talk, but it is possible. Animals don't have. Land won't become vegetarian. Neither cow will become non-vegetarian. Its nature won't change because it is programmed. But human mind has a capacity that it can definitely change its vasanas and create new asanas. And this faculty, the process through which you do this is called sadhana. I hope you are understanding this. So, the meditation is at the vasana level. Please note, meditation is not for understanding. For understanding, you have the Shravanam, listening and reflecting. For that, class is there. Meditation is not for understanding the topic. Meditation is allowing the topic to get into my pores of my mind. It is to change my vasana about my I. Like somebody says that your name is Mr. Ranu. So I will say, no, my name is not Ranu, I am Swamiji. How many, even hundreds of people say that your name is Umesh, or your name is Dinesh, or your name is Bablu, or your name is Kuch. I will say, no, these are not my names. And somebody calls me and say, I offer my prize to Mr. Bablu. I will say, this is not my name. This prize is not mine. Similarly, when somebody says you did good work, so I will not be affected because consciousness does not do good work. As I am not happy if somebody praises Bablu, I will not be happy. Or somebody abuses Bablu, I will not be sad. Similarly, when to this body you have this buddhi and you are not sad or happy, anxious or overwhelmed, attached, then you say, no, how can the consciousness be like that? This is called paripakvata, or maturity of listening. Listening will only mature when it has become spontaneous in your responses. People say, I listened but still I have to bring into life. You have not dwelled upon it. You have not contemplated sufficiently. You have not sufficiently given time to yourself and allowed yourself to this topic of consciousness or this topic of Brahman to internalize. And that shows that you have a deficiency of sadhan chatushtaya. So the process through which you remove the deficiency of sadhan chatushtaya is called nididhyasana. You heard Vedanta, although you're not qualified, but still you heard. But it is not futile. By meditation, you can again get back the qualification. It is not that you are a gone case. Only but I feel I am a gone case. No, you are not. Others also feel, but I don't feel you are a gone case. You are a case by yourself, no doubt, but you can still, you have a capacity in you that you have a gold in you, just you have to polish it and it will shine. I hope you are understanding this. This process, therefore I always say, never give up. Swami Vivekananda used to say, if you fail 1,000 times, make one more attempt. There are certain things which I failed for 10 years, but 11th there it clicked. Therefore I am telling all these things. It is not that everything just strikes in one attempt only. So don't worry about it. Now that topic is there. Let me now go through this meditation wala topic. I hope I have already taken 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita I have dealt in meditation in detail. So you can refer to that if you really want to meditate. If bole I am in medication, not medication, meditation. Okay. So tabhyam nirvichikitse arthe cetasa sthapitasya yat ekatanatvameta nididhyasanam uchyate. This is called nididhyasanam. What is called nididhyasanam? So tabhyam, by listening and reflecting. Shravana mananabhyam. By Shravan and Manan, what has happened? Nirvichikitse. Nirvichikitse means doubtless. Doubtless knowledge is there. You are not having a doubt, how can I be drishta? How can I be beyond 3 states? How can I be the one who is the cause of the universe? You don't have such doubts. You have already heard a lot and you have reflected a lot. Therefore, in our course, if you remember, after the class, I think our class was from 7:45 something to 8:45 or 9. Then I think from 10 to 11 was group discussion. No? Some of you were absent. So that group discussion was here or there? Two groups were there. So in the boardroom it was there. I don't know how much, but something must be cleared in that group discussion. There must be some gain. Depends on how much was your participation and how was others were doing. But if you had been sincere, then it does help in us. Certain time while listening, we don't get certain point. And I tell you, if you re-listen the same talk in your room, you will find certain things I never paid attention to and it missed out. And sometimes you wonder, is first time you're listening or second time? Sometimes you wonder, is the same talk which I heard? I was sleeping or what? Why didn't you? So when you reflect, some hidden doubts are sorted out. There is nothing but the Atma has to be without time and space. कुछ option है ही नहीं. But still I get angry, still I am sad. Still I have fear that I will die or I will get ill. Still I feel that he is a bad person, I am bad. Still I feel that he troubled me or he is very close to me. Because all these things are Brahm only. That I am very close to this person, I am very far. This is the emotional aberration and it tells how much vasana one has. So you deal at I vasana. The meditation deals on I vasana. It scraps the wrong I vasana and establishes the right I vasana. So tabhyam nirvichikitsa means doubtless arthe. And chetasaha isthapitasya yat. Chetasa means of the mind. Isthapitasya, which is well established. Mind is well established, clear. It is not having any ambiguity. And therefore many years of listening is required. Forget about what is it called, meditating. People just come, please teach me meditation. They have not done karma yoga, they have not chanted name of the Lord, still just they want. I said you can sit for half an hour, but you will not be able to continue. Because you have a lot of vasana, you have rajoguna. You will sleep, or if you are tamoguna, you will sleep. I don't encourage people to meditate. You can sit for 20 minutes. This much encouragement is okay. Every day you should sit for 10, 20, 15 minutes, but not more than half an hour. You cannot tackle. Right? You have rajoguna, you have calm, you have krodh, you have project, you have doership, enjoyership, you have attachment. So even if you sit, you will sit. Body posture will be there, but in your mind, you will just wander here and there. So better to clear all these things and then come on the seat. You are most welcome, but come with little preparation. I wish you all the best, and so that you can sit for 3 hours, 2 hours, no problem. But come prepared. ठीक है ना? You know why people meditate? Nothing they do. They are lazy people. So in puja they have to move, they have to chant. Chanting also requires moving the tongue. Who will move the tongue? And that too ticklish Sanskrit verses are there. If hymn song is there, I can move the tongue. But verses are there. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. And that too Dat Anudat is there. हम तो थक गए इसमें, आंख बंद करके मेडिटेट करते, लेजी पर्सन। मेडिटेट नहीं कर रहे हो लोग, कुछ नहीं मेडिटेट कर रहे हो, तुम बैठे हो चुपचाप घोंचू। There is a prakriya for everything. Follow the right procedure, and then when you do, the same work which was difficult becomes easy. See, supposing gate is closed, and I said you come somehow, then you will jump on the top of the fence and come. So difficult to come. You will fall down, or you will get hurt, or thorn will be there. Same with the gate. You can just come in 1 second. What took so long? Because it's a procedure to come in the gate. It is not, I want to deprive you from meditation. So please don't meditate too much. Oh my God, do more jap, do karma yoga, do seva, and then of course meditate. And Gita has said this. In 6th chapter, it is said, yoga rudhas taduchyate, yada hinendriyartheshu na karmasu na shajyate, sarva sankalp sannyasi yoga rudhas taduchyate. Now let us see. So, see the word here, tabhyam nirvichikitse arthe chetasah sthapitasya yat, the mind established, of the established mind, where in the consciousness of that established mind, which is doubtless ektanatvam. Ektanatvam is single pointed thought. Single pointed thought means thought, don't think, thought whose object is not concentration. Every thought is only telling how Atma is Brahman. How Atma is Brahman. He's not saying soham, 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 aham brahmasmi, aham brahmasmi. He's not muttering. These verses, these mantras are not for chanting. It's not a chanting. It is repeating the understanding, rather repeating the words. Meditation and jap. Difference is, in jap you repeat the words as it is. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Even the mind is wandering, let it wander. But in meditation, it is not that you are saying, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, Brahman, Brahman. Brahman is not repeating that. I am Brahman, I am Brahman, Brahman, I am 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 Brahman. Brahman मानेंगे तुमको, तुम्हारा ब्रह्म निकाल देंगे अभी हम. This is not Brahman. It is repeating the understanding. And that repetition of understanding is without interruption. ध्यान देना. It is uninterrupted repeating of understanding of the infinite nature of consciousness. Well, such a long sentence. You didn't get a longer one. Repetition, uninterrupted repetition of the understanding. Number 1 point. I'm breaking it. Second point. Which understanding? That I cannot be inside body. I cannot be in the world. I cannot be doer. I am undivided consciousness. I cannot have attachment. I cannot have ahankar. I am only the consciousness which cannot be in the bracket of time and space, which cannot be in the paragraph of action. I am that consciousness. And I hold it. Other thought will come, supposing in between. You neglect it. Again, entertain this point. The deliberate attempt, it is not spontaneous. It is effortful, deliberate attempt at an intellectual level. Please note, meditation is not thoughtlessness. 100 times I told you. It will be meditation of yoga. Vedantic meditation is not thoughtlessness. Thoughtlessness will not take you to what Vedanta wants, because our problem is of ignorance. Ignorance will go by knowledge. And knowledge I have, but I don't have establishment in my knowledge. Knowledge I have, but knowledge has not become my sanskar. It has not become my nature. Well, his nature is angry. That means small things he get angry. His nature is complaining. Everything he complains. Why it is not raining today? He is complaining. Why it is not raining? If it is rain, he is complaining. See, my clothes got wet. I am so fed up of this rain. Every season he complains. If it is very strong sun, he will say, so much strong sun is there. I am feeling so hot. They say his nature is to complain box. He searches, the same thought comes up. So when your nature has become Brahman, my nature has not become consciousness. I don't feel that I am of the nature of consciousness. Between me and the knowledge that I hear in Vedantic class, there is a big gulf, I feel. What I am in my eyes and what scriptures say, there is total difference. I am a very sentimental person. I am very angry, or I get very sad, or I have inferiority complex. If somebody praises that person, I feel I am not praised. Or somebody praises me, I feel I am superior. So there is no connection with the knowledge. I have not made knowledge my nature, like the nature of the lemon is sour, nature of the salt is saltness, nature of the sugar is sweetness. My nature is consciousness. That has not gone into me, into pore of my mind. The meditation is a process through which you make your knowledge, your nature. You don't have to rather think that, see, I don't apply this knowledge. I'm only thinking, I'm talking about it, I'm listening about it, but see, as I was 10 years back responding, similarly, in 2013 as I was responding, or 2012 I was responding, similarly I have the same problem. I hated this person, still I hate. I like this person, still I like. That is not in me now. I'm not that person. I objectify my personality. I objectify this guy. Mistakenly, which I called him I. Who is the Jeev? Who is with the envelope of this body? Who is with the envelope of this mind? Who is with Kosh? I am without Kosh. I have discovered it. And I am giving quality time to myself. When I say, I have gone to holiday to spend quality time with my family. Sometimes I hear such statements. All kind of people, middle class, rich people, they use such words. So I asked somebody, I said, what do you mean by quality time? He said, Swamiji, when I come back from the office, children are there, wife is there. We talk, but we are very distracted at that time. Phone is coming. So I thought, let me take my family to this holiday resort. I will talk to them. Whole day I will give my time to them. I'll talk to them. We'll eat together. We'll go out together. We'll go on the river side. And I will not take my office phone. That is called quality time. So when you give a quality time to your real self, not a wrong self, not a doer self, not an enjoyer self, quality time to my consciousness that I am. I reiterate that. This is called Nididhyasan. I hope you are clear. Only I am clear, just want to meditate now only. You are telling so much, it's so attractive actually. So attractive. Today only I'll start. Achha, maybe tomorrow or maybe next month I'll start. Why? I have to fight with few people. I have to settle some account, because if I start meditating, I won't shout. So first let him shout and let him know who am I. ये पकड़ना अपने आप को। हम लोग कभी अपने को क्वालिटी टाइम नहीं देते। We are always entangled with an action, with a work, with some person's thought, with some past thought, with some future thing. अरे बैठो, तुम अपने को कॉन्शियसनेस समझो, रिपीट करो। तुम सुनते बहुत हो, तुम उसको सोचते नहीं हो। You listen a lot, but you don't bathe your mind with that listening. As if somebody gives you a bucket of water, you keep in your bathroom. You are not taking bath with that water. Only a lot of buckets are there in your bathroom. And you are still dirty. So best is, don't just store the water. You please go, take a nice shower and cleanse yourself. So don't keep this Vedanta in one corner of your mind. One corner, some bottles are there, tonic, so they shake well before use. It is written, shake well before use. I don't know, apple cider vinegar is shaken or not. That is also shaken. Apple cider vinegar. Or tonic is there, cough syrup is there. So, when you shake, at one corner, this knowledge is sitting. What is given by teacher, I shake it all over my mind. Through which you shake it everywhere, that process is called nididhyasa. Now let me go ahead. I hope this. Ektanata. Ektanata means single pointedness. I am repeating it. Please do not do the mistake of repeating the mantra Aham Brahmasmi. It will become a mantra. It is not upasana. Ektanata means where object of thought is the understanding about the consciousness as mean, as infinite. I hope this point is clear. If it is not clear, then you may again listen to the same talk. When you know the subject and you know and listen to the talk, supposing certain time it happened, I know the subject, I know the topic, and I listen to the talk, it is called nididhyasa. When you are listening for knowledge, that is shravanam. But after knowing the subject, you are listening to talk, then it has become meditation. Because I am not listening for knowledge, I am listening more for imbibing, internalizing, not understanding, but standing under it. Next slok. This is slok number 55th. Now the definition of samadhi is there. Samadhi word, very attractive word is there. So what is samadhi? Please see. Not samdhi. Bole, by Panchadashi has given definition of samdhi and samdhin. Samdhi samdhin nahi hai ye samadhi hai. पता लगा समधी आ गए बीच में. Samdhi can take you to samadhi if he gives problem. Let us know. You are also samdhi, na, Stanley? Acha dekho. He is also samdhi. Your son is married. Your son is married. वो तो चली गई समधिन. समधिन जी चली गई, वरना हम लोग बात करते उनसे. Let us read now. It's a very important slok. Take it. Read it, please. ध्यातृ ध्याने परित्यज्य क्रमाध्येयैक गोचरम् निवात जी दीपवच्चित्तम् समाधिरभिधीयते. Just a correction is there in 27. Krama dheyai, where second year, I will be there. Twice you put. Two hooks you put. On my book, there is, on the ya, nothing is there. Your book is okay. Mission book is fine. You got it? On the second ya, put ya, yai, I. Kramat dhyai aik kocharam. Aik, milna? I. Kramat dhyaya. Second ya, put I. Kalya? Okay. Let's now see. Please be very careful. Samadhi, otherwise, appears a mysterious topic. Or it appears something very difficult. Or it appears something as is something which I cannot have. ऐसा नहीं है. देखो, understand what is meaning of samadhi. This topic has come in Vivek Chudamani. Later on it will come. Very big portion of samadhi is there in Vivek Chudamani. I have not seen anywhere else such beautiful description. So don't miss that particular portion of samadhi in Vivek Chudamani which you are listening. So please understand what I want to say. When you are thinking on some topic, even any topic, it can be topic of film, it can be topic of maybe history, geography, physics, chemistry, whatever topic is there. And you are continuously thinking on one topic for a long time. Two conditions, continuous and long time. And third condition is that topic should be very attractive for you. Continuous, long time, and lovable topic is there. The topic on which you have love, that you are thinking. So when you are thinking, so there is a thinker, thought, and the object of that thought, called the topic. Thinker, thought, and the object of that thought. ठीक है? Is it clear? When you keep on thinking, a time comes when the thinker and thought gets absorbed in the object of that thought. And you lose awareness that I am thinking. You have lost the awareness that I am thinking and topic is different and I am different. I am repeating it can be worldly topic also. It can be worldly topic. You are watching a film on the screen and you are totally absorbed and it came interval. You say, what happened? Interval aa gaya. It can be any song. It can be any bhajan. Those who are scientists or those who are philosophers, this happens to them. Many times it happens. On some, even I'm telling you, it can be sadness also. You're totally sad, you forgot I have not eaten the food. You forgot that I was not well, I had headache, I forgot also. This self-forgetfulness while thinking and absorption into the topic, that is called samadhi of that topic. Samyak adhanam. Samadhi, samyak adhanam. Or samyak adhiyate yasmin. Well placed. That in which mind is placed. Samyak adhiyate yasmin. Mind is well placed, absorbed mind is there. Uriya Baba used to say that a rat was there and behind that cat came and rat was moving here and there. So the cat was totally focused on the rat. Well, this is the samadhi of the cat in the rat. It is not seeing anywhere else. It's going like this slowly. Single pointed. समाधि में आ गए. उसको याद नहीं. Other example I'll give you. There was one house on fire. Everybody came out. One child was there. They forgot to take a small child because he was sleeping. The house was already on fire. So mother was out. So mother came from the market. She said, "What is it? Where is my child?" They say, "Oh, we forgot." All the staircase and all these things were on fire. She tugged her sari and dashed inside, shouting the name of that child. This self-forgetfulness to such an extent that you don't remember your hunger and thirst, pain and pleasure, and you are not aware of your body, and the object of thought has overwhelmed you. Overwhelmed you. She goes inside, people thought she will also get burned. And after a few minutes, wrapping that child, she jumps out. She got some burns and bruises, but she saved the child. This is called samadhi. I'm trying to give you very general definitions. And you definitely must have absorbed while listening sometimes, while writing sometimes, while thinking on some topics sometimes. I don't know about you, but I get absorbed very frequently. And therefore, dhyatru dhyane parityajya. And if somebody comes, then you have to really push yourself. What is there? Oh, lunch is there. Achha. He can be artist, he can be dancer, he can be historian, he can be scientist. Now, please note, meditation was a deliberate attempt where I am forcing myself to think, I am drishta, aham brahma, aham desh kala tita chaitanya. So, object of the thought is the knowledge, understanding, I am different. When this flow is maintained for a long time, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, the thinker and meditation gets absorbed in meditated object. Then only consciousness is there. And I forget that I am thinking. This deliberation and effort is gone. It is effortless and spontaneous. I am not aware that I am meditating. I am in meditation without meditator. Meditation without meditator is samadhi. One thought is there. But I am overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed. That thought has overtaken me. Nivat deep va chittam. Chittam is there. Nivat means without breeze. Breeze is something, air is something, Breeze is something. Air is something. It is not airless. If air is not there, lamp will extinguish. Breeze is not there. So because of absence of the breeze, that flame is not flickering. Air is there, but breezeless air, put it like that. Then what happens? Like, if you remember, if you see the flame, So that flame, continuously one flame is dying, other is coming, but it is not wavering. Similarly, the thought Brahman, Brahman, Chaitanya, Chaitanya, this is not wavering inside. Please note one small point. Samadhi is not prerequisite for knowledge. Don't think that Samadhi, unless I have Samadhi, I have no knowledge. My knowledge is not firm. Not many saints don't have Samadhi, but they have the realization. So Samadhi is on the way. While meditating and while you were making your knowledge firm, Samadhi you met on the way. You got very absorbed. Next. Vrittayastu tadanima agyata apyatma gocharaha smaranadhanumiyante vyuthitasya samuthitat. Again, or is it fine? फिर से बोल देते हैं. ओके. वृत्तयस्तु तदानीम अज्ञाताप्यात्मगोचराः स्मरणादनुमीयन्ते व्युत्थितस्य समुत्थितात्. See, tadanim. Tadanim means at that time of nirvikalp samadhi. Tadanim. So, atma gocharaha vrittaya. Those vritti whose object was the knowledge of the self. Who's that vritti whose object was the knowledge of the self. Is it clear? That I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the doer, I am not the sad person, I am not happy, I am not having any relative, I am not having any kind of birth, I am birthless, deathless. So these are vrittaya. And atma gocharaha called akhandakara vrittya. During samadhi, I am not aware of these thoughts. During samadhi, I am not aware of this thought. Why? Because I am overwhelmed by the knowledge of self. I am overwhelmed. These thoughts have got little, not absent, but they are overwhelmed. They are dazzled. Something is dazzled. Like when you are coming and from the front, big car comes with a very terrible light. You are dazzled. You don't see anything. You don't see because the headlight was very strong of that car. You are dazzled. The knowledge of the self is there. You don't know. Neither thought you are knowing, neither you are knowing yourself. As meditator, you are only knowing consciousness. Light of consciousness without thinking and thinker. Please note, thought is there. If thought was not there, you will die. There is no state where thought is not there. Samadhi also thought is there, but it is overwhelmed. It is overpowered. In the light of consciousness, thought is not known. Wow. And after prarabdha was there, you got up. Now you remember that I did not know anything other than self in samadhi. Please note, if somebody remembers, that means somebody must be there at the time of samadhi was overwhelmed, like the deep sleep. Deep sleep, thought of ignorance was there. Here, thought of self is there. Ismaranad anumiyante. By the memory, he knows. Vyutthitasya samuthitat. After he getting up. After getting up, he knows. He knows that I was not aware of anything. Like in the deep sleep, thought of ignorance, you say, I did not know. But you have to be there to know that you did not know. And therefore you can report. So after samadhi is over, you get up and somebody asks, what was there? Well, at that time, nothing was known other than the self. I was there. How long? I don't know. Time was not there. I was not aware of the time. And this is called nirvikalp samadhi. So thought was there, but thought was overwhelmed. Like when the sun comes, the light of the star and moon is overwhelmed. Not that the stars are not there. When the bright sun is there, still stars are there. Still the moon is there. But in the light of dazzling sun, little of the star is not seen. Only the bright sun is seen. The sunlight has dazzled. And as the sun sets and it is 7 o'clock or something, slowly you start seeing 1, 2 stars. Not that the stars have come out. Stars have not come out. But stars which were dazzled and overpowered by the sunlight, they are now evident. They have not erupted from somewhere. So thoughts they are not absent. Otherwise, who will say that I was in samadhi? Okay. Well, I want it. Can I have my samadhi today? Acha, as if it's a general shop. How to do it? I'm very fascinated by it. Okay, for that come tomorrow. Huh? Tomorrow we will. Let us see if we can complete this topic, not chapter. This very interesting topic of samadhi. Abhyas is there, and God has given you ample opportunity to think over it. So please dwell and enrich your life. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.